the Deion Barnes news is, I don't know, kind of surprising.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was expected. I guess it wasn't expected, but yeah,
Seems
it
pretty
was.
unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it was unexpected, and I hope that doesn't mean guys like Jackson Ford, for example, decommit or anything like that. I don't think that'll happen.
No.
I would imagine the people who needed to know knew. The fact that he left and went to South Carolina, I think, is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And as Aaron was saying in the chat earlier, like, seems kind of fishy. Um,
Yeah.
you know, speculation wise, maybe it has something to do with the audio that was leaked. I don't know. A Letterman leaving like that for South Carolina, I mean, that's kind of a random place to go. So overall, it's just kind of odd. But yeah.
Mark knows
Um,
my thoughts. I was pretty heated. Not gonna lie, I
yeah.
was pretty upset about it when I first heard
Yeah.
it.
Brett was pretty upset. I, at this point, I'm of the mindset that, whatever happens at this point. I knew as soon as we lost to Oregon and I saw the look on Franklin's face that, okay, this is going in a, well, first of all, during the Oregon game, I thought this is more of the same. This is total BS.
Yeah.
And after the game, I saw his face. I knew our program is going to be in a totally different world here soon. And I knew that our season, I knew that our season, national championship hope season, wasn't happening. I knew that, especially after the game. But during the game, I was like, man, this is more of the same. And I knew that Pat Kraft probably wouldn't put up with it. I said that when he was hired, he's not going to put up with Franklin's BS, and he didn't. So from that point on, from that point till after that Oregon game, I knew I was like, dude, whatever happens, and we're looking at a shocking result of this season. So uh, at this point, I trust Coach Campbell. So it's a loss. It's a loss for recruiting, which I don't know, man. Like at this point, again, like the season went down the drain pretty much after that Oregon loss. So it's been almost 3 months. So at this point, I'm just like, what's happening is happening. Deion Barnes, if it was like a Larry Johnson, I would be, pretty upset. But I don't know. The guy wasn't a coach here, in terms of the D line coach, he wasn't a coach here very long. I thought he got bumped up pretty quick, and it was by the previous coach. So maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. But someone said we really just lost the best D line coach in the country. I think it was that Secker guy. He's a total
No,
moron.
no, it was the not Dennis Sutton who said it.
Okay, well, Secker's still a moron. But
Yeah.
yeah, Denai said that. Obviously, he's a little biased. I don't think he's the best defensive line coach in the country. I think
But
that's Jason Taylor.
for what he did, like you got to give him some credit. What he did, in, like just being a coach for 2 years, he did a good job. I mean, we got after the quarterback. I mean, Max Granville
Yeah,
gets hurt, one
I
of
give
our
him
top
credit.
edge guys coming into this year, and we still do pretty decent. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
so we
mean,
lose him. Uh, Brett, you want to
yeah,
give your thoughts?
I was just mad because Matt Campbell. There was news for like the past week that Matt Campbell wants to keep some of these guys around. The lettermen that know Penn State, Terry Smith knows Penn State. Terry Smith was instrumental. We talked about him. I mean, keeping him was the biggest guy we need to keep, right, on the coaching staff. Behind him, the people I wanted to stay, Ty Howell, which that one was upsetting a little bit. He did a really good job here at Penn State. Ty Howell put multiple starting tight ends in the NFL, right? I mean, he did a fantastic job. So good luck to Ty Howell. I mean, he gets a chance to be an offensive coordinator, so I'm not too mad about that. He moved up a level in what his coaching is, like what his title is. Not obviously not the school. Virginia Tech's not Penn State, but for Deion Barnes and Dan Connor were the other guys, other than Trace McSorley, which we heard Trace McSorley sticking around. Trace McSorley's very relatable. He's around that. He's only a couple years out, right, from these young kids. So he's very relatable. He's going to be able to recruit guys to Penn State. I already know that. The older you are, the harder it is to relate to some of these kids, right? That's just a fact. So some of these young coaches we brought in, if you look at our staff, half of our coaching staff, they're in their 30s. They're 34 years old. They're my age. They're our age. 35 years old, whatever it is. So they can be more relatable and have more energy about them to, like, give the team a spark. Terry Smith obviously is older, but he's one of the few rare examples that he's older, but he's got the spark, he's got the energy, and he's got the love and passion for Penn State. So to wheel myself back in about Deion Barnes, Dan Connor, these were the guys I wanted to stay at Penn State because they're still newer when it comes to coaching. But if you look at what they've done the past couple of years, they've done a pretty good job. So it's only up from here for these coaches, right? So, and then when it comes to recruiting, Deion Barnes did a pretty good job getting some of these guys to Penn State. Ivan Kamaju, right? Kamaju, however you say his name. My first thought was, is he going to leave now because Deion Barnes is leaving? I don't know if he will. I don't think he will, but we really need Ivan Kamaju for 2026, guys, because Jazz Coleman left, right? Like, there's only so many guys that we have on the team right now that are possible to be starters and going to be solid players on the defensive line. So it is what it is. Like you said, there's almost has to be something else to it. South Carolina could have threw all the money at him in the world, but I mean, Penn State's got money for the staff, so I feel like they would have threw some money at him and been like, stay at Penn State. We want you here. I don't see Penn State not doing that, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So very weird and uncertain about how this went down, but I'm sure we'll find out more in the near future on, how this went down, because I really have no clue. None of us do at this point. So it would be nice to know why, right? Because we cover the sport. We're Penn State diehard fans. So, yeah, a little upsetting at first. Like you said, we'll be fine. It's just the timing thing. Like, it's the timing. Like, the transfer portal's in a week and a half, and we still need a defensive coordinator. Hopefully we can get DeAnton Lynn. So, I don't know. It's just the timing of it's not great. If Deion Barnes was going to leave at a different time, like, sure, whatever. But this is just a rough time. We're still looking for coaches on the staff, right? So to lose another one, it's not nice. So, yeah.
Now, when you say about the ages of coaches, do you mean like position coaches or head coaches, or
what's that?
You said about the age of coaches.
Yeah, our offensive coordinator, Mauser, 34 years old.
You mean like like position coaches or head coaches?
Our position coaches on our staff right now are very young.
But you're saying that if they're younger, then they can recruit better.
I'm saying it might be easier, like, for some of them, because they're relatable, right? Like, they're not too far gone from playing days. Like Jake Waters, the quarterback coach, he's only 33. He just played 10 years ago. So, you know what I mean? So, like, that's not that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really. I know Landon said that. I don't think it really matters.
No, I mean, I agree with what he's saying. I mean, like, they might have more energy about them, or I mean,
Franklin was relatable.
No, yeah, Franklin was. Yeah, Franklin definitely was. I'm just saying, like, look at a guy like Jim Knowles. The dude was quiet as a mouse. Like, he wasn't like a player's coach. He was some mad scientist that that failed his experiment, right? Because he tried speeding it up and didn't do what was best for Penn State. So there's just people that are older that don't have the same energy about them is what I was getting at. But I think it's motivating having a younger staff because they want to prove themselves, right? Some of these older coaches, they've already done that. So,
well, Jim Knowles, quiet, but he just came off a national title, so but like Nick Saban, Larry Johnson, Joe Paterno, I don't know. There's several coaches out there. I don't think it's changed today. There's several coaches out there that have had success. Joe Moorhead, that aren't, they're not young.
I get that.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it just comes down to, are you a good coach?
Well, yeah.
I mean, Kirk Cignetti, he's old and he's having a ton of success. So, I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Trace McSorley is a good example because, like, people know who Trace McSorley is. They watched him on TV growing up when they were kids. Like, these other coaches that didn't even play, like, they didn't watch them growing up. So I'm saying that's relatable. Like, there is a certain side of it. I know what you're saying, too, but there's an argument for both sides. There's no right or wrong answer, really, is what it comes down to. But I just think it's cool that we have some younger coaches that are hungry and want to prove themselves. So,
yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
Letterman leaves for South Carolina. I mean, that's just a weird thing.
Doesn't make sense.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's just, and as far as Deion Barnes, if you want to leave your alma mater and go to South Carolina, I don't know. Hey, Michelle. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to do it. Who knows? But if you're going to leave Penn State to be like the same thing at another school, like, I don't know. I mean, he's like linebacker. He's outside linebackers coach too there, but
yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to see how South Carolina does next year and the years coming at that position. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out for him.
Yeah. I mean, good luck to you, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, it's just a weird situation overall. Yeah. I don't know, man. These Letterman leaving, I don't know. I don't understand it totally, but I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say.
I hope Dan Connor stays, right? I mean, I hope he stays.
Yeah, Deion Barnes, he's leaving Penn State. He's not going to Virginia Tech. Hold on.
No. What do you think, Michelle?
He's not going to Virginia Tech, which if he did go there, I mean, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
And, you got like a Ty Howell, a Letterman going to Virginia Tech to be an OC. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I understand, like, that may be the first that might be the first regression of a promotion in the history of college football. I mean, you're going to be an OC under Franklin. Like, so you're not going to be an OC. You basically got, the former president, who was supposedly the president, wasn't really the president. The guy from 2 presidents before that was the actual president. It wasn't the, not to get political, but it's basically a Biden and Obama situation. Biden wasn't really the president. Obama was. So, you got Ty Howell is the OC, but he's not going to be the OC, man. Franklin's going to be on his case about everything. Like, he's going to be running the show. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're going to be an OC there, bro, and you could have just stayed here and just funneled tight ends of the NFL like no one else ever. But again, who knows? Who knows if Ty Howell wanted to stay here or if Campbell didn't want him? Same thing with Deion. Who knows, man? Like, at the end of the day, these guys were promoted and hired by James Franklin. So you can't, I don't know. You have to consider that 100. And I'm not saying you're not, but you have to consider that.
Yeah.
So
we were just going off what
yeah.
we've been hearing, right? Like that's what we
yeah. And you said we'll be good.
Yeah, I don't know when, but we will at some point, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I agree. Like I don't know.
It's just a timing thing. Like I said, like we kind of need these coaches in there. So
like stuff that would shock me is if like, I don't know. Landon said that freaking Quentin Martin is pretty much out the door. I didn't know that. That sucks.
He said he thinks it's possible.
He's my favorite player on the team, Quentin Martin. He was a phenomenal running back in college. And again, he got screwed by Franklin. So, but again, it started all the way back after that Oregon game. I saw Franklin's face. I'm like, dude, we're cooked. We are totally freaking cooked. This guy doesn't have a clue. And then he said he was shocked that he was fired. Well, you were the only one, Franklin. So you were the only one, and you were the one that got fired, and you were the only one that didn't know, apparently. So, it's I don't know. That's when it started for me. So anything that happens right now, I guess nothing would really shock me right now. Nothing would really shock me right now. I don't know. Like, the only thing that would shock me is like positivity. Like if we got like, like if we hired like Joe Moorhead or something, or we hired like Larry Johnson, like that would be shocking to me. That would be awesome. But in terms of anything that can go bad outside of like, someone being fired suddenly or someone like passing away, as dark as that sounds, like that's the only thing that would really shock me, honestly. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Let's see here. Dad, are you there?
Yes.
He's got a black screen. Is your camera working?
Hold on a sec.
Yep, there it is. All right. So we're joined by my dad again.
Mark
Hello.
Senior.
We are.
How we doing, man? Yep, we
Good,
are.
Brett.
Dad, since the last time you were on, we were still talking about, I think the last time you were on was Nebraska.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep,
So,
went to that game.
Yep. What do you think about Matt Campbell being hired?
I think he's a good fit. I just hope Pat Kraft has his back.
Yeah.
In the great, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So
yeah.
I just hope he doesn't forget about him. I hope he has his back. I think he's community oriented. He somehow talked his family into moving here, so he knows what he's a good persuader, I would say. I like him. He's solid. He's got a lot of rebuilding to do with Deion Barnes leaving. It's just he's just got to give him time, have confidence in him, let him build his own staff. Thank God he has Terry here. I like it. He's solid. A lot of people like him. Deep down, I was hoping Terry would get it, but I think Matt's a really good, solid hire. Just hope Pat has his back. That's all. It's a different atmosphere than Iowa. It's Penn State. It's a prominent football program.
It's the Mecca.
So I just hope the fans have his back. If it goes bad, I don't want to see this crowd booing him like they did with Franklin. So just give him a couple years. He has a lot of building to do. So I like it. I'm all in. It's hard, but I'm all in. I got him.
We couldn't have got a better fit and a better guy, right? Like that's what it comes down to. He's a true, real football coach. He's gritty. He's passionate. He's well spoken. He just has a different demeanor about him. He's just authentic. You know, he's himself. He's Matt Campbell. And his old athletic director at Iowa State said, if you let Matt Campbell be Matt Campbell, watch out. Okay. That's all you got to do. Let him be Matt Campbell. And I think we're going to find out what he's talking about. We're going to find out what he means here in year 1, year 2. We'll see what he means. So
Terry's got the recruiting in Pennsylvania, and Matt, I hope, brings a lot from Ohio, where he grew up, and so it's going to be interesting. It's just anywhere, just going straight up from now. So from here, it's a rebuild.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned in his presser, and you know, I know a lot about the history of Penn State football, but my earliest memories are late 90s, early 2000s. Early 2000s were not good times. Those were bad times, actually. But he mentioned in his presser, he mentioned Kerry Collins, Kyle Brady, Courtney Brown. Now, you know, he doesn't have to say that stuff, but it's a good idea that he does, for sure. It's smart of him to do that. And he mentioned Terry Smith pretty much right away. Just very smart of him, you know. If it seemed genuine, his family's from coal country in Pennsylvania. But even if it wasn't, I respect him for sucking up a little bit, if that's what he was doing. But Terry is back, thank God. And, you know, I don't know we don't know what he's going to be. We don't know who our D-line coach is. We don't know who our DC is. We don't know who our running back coach. We don't know what Terry's going to be. We have a secondary coach. So I said he should be the emperor of the team. But, they're going to utilize him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't know if you know, but it helps that Matt Campbell, he knew Terry through recruiting when he was at Toledo. When he recruited his high school players. So that really helped out that he already had a relationship with Terry, so he knows what kind of guy he is. So.
Yeah, just an aside, my 2 grandfathers were coal miners too, so it's a tough living. And back then, you know, they walked to work. They didn't have a nice warm car, and if it rained out and it was 15 degrees, they still walked to work, walked home. So he's got a lot of tough blood in him. So and these guys that are leaving, you know, these coaches and stuff, they just don't want to be here. So it's good that they're leaving now. It's just not a good atmosphere if they force themselves to stay and try to make something of it. That's not good. And the one thing was Terry had nobody. He was it. He didn't have Terry Smith helping him. So Matt Campbell is Terry. You know, they can get their heads together and say, okay, what are we going to do about this defensive line coach now? I mean, Terry has a lot of experience, 12 years, and he probably has a lot of answers where, like I said, Terry didn't have Terry. He had nobody. Franklin left, and he was thrown into this fire, and he did really good keeping it in control. But yeah, I'm excited that Terry stayed and Matt Campbell has him.
Yeah, it's good going forward. That's why, like right now, especially if a Letterman is leaving our staff, then I mean, I don't know. I just, it is what it is. I mean, if you're going to leave this situation, and you know, like you said about some of these guys leaving, they don't want to play for a real coach. Like these guys that are flipping from Penn State to Virginia Tech, clearly they don't know what a real coach is. They have no idea, and it's not their fault. They're young and dumb. And you're not dumb if you don't come to Penn State. It's just, you can go wherever you want, but you don't realize what situation you have at Penn State if you're going to Virginia Tech. That's an absolute joke. So a lot of these guys that are leaving, transferring, whatever, Chaz, one thing is true. They don't want to play for a real coach, and now they have two. So if you don't want to coach with a real coach, two real coaches, then I mean, clearly having two real coaches is something that you don't want to stay with. So good luck. I said it about Chaz Coleman. Don't let the door hit you out on the way out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, bud. Go wherever you want. Go to Ohio State, play for Ryan Day's, corny, whatever. I mean, if you want to leave, then leave. We're going to get a D-line coach in here. He's going to do good. And we're going to out-recruit Virginia Tech probably every single year. Yeah. And he had a month on us. So that's what happens when you have real coaches. You don't have clowns running a circus. So if he wants to leave, I do wish him the best. He played when I was in school. I saw him on campus several times. I mean, he's a big dude. So he was early he was there Joe's last year. That's how, we're the same age, him and I. So I wish him the best. I hope he goes down there and does well. But, for those of you that don't want to stay at Penn State, then I don't have any sympathy for you. But it is a big loss. I mean, it's a D-line coach. I mean, and he had success. I thought Abdul Carter could have done better when he was a D lineman, but he probably got with the head coach that he had, Deion Barnes. I think he got the most out of Abdul Carter he possibly could have gotten out of him, switching one season to a totally different spot. Yep. I mean, that's hard. You never see a linebacker go to D line. That means you're an absolute freak. That's what that means. Yep. So, and he did probably as good as he could have done given the situation. So, but yeah, I wish him the best. I mean, it sucks to see a Letterman leave though. Yeah. Because Deion Barnes is one of my favorite players of all time at Penn State. He's tall, lanky. He's like an Aaron Maben type of guy. He's one of my favorite players from Penn State. So, yeah.
How long was he here?
Coaching?
Yeah.
Like 5 years, maybe. He was a GA and assistant for like 2 or 3, and then the defensive line coach for about 2. So
Frank, yeah. Okay. He was here when Franklin was here, or before Franklin got here, or?
No, he was, he started in 2020. God bless him.
So 5 years.
As a GA and assistant D line.
Oh, okay.
And he's been here since. He was a player from 2011 to 2014. He played for the Jets, played for the Chiefs, played in I believe the XFL or something. And then he started coaching at Penn State. And I remember when they hired him. I mean, that was a pretty big deal. But he's from Philadelphia, so that's another thing that I don't get. He's leaving PA to go to South Carolina. Okay. And I think this graphic I have up here, it says "Welcome home, Coach Barnes." I think they just put a South Carolina symbol there in the article because that is not his home.
Okay.
So, but yeah, man, he's just a gritty, hard-nosed football player. He's from Philly. I mean, he played in Philly. Football is good in Philly, and then he went to Penn State. So, he is a good coach. He could be a great coach.
Yeah.
I just wish I wish he would have stayed. It just doesn't make sense that he's leaving.
Yeah. I think it's just a fallout from Terry not getting the job. That's all. That's my opinion. I just think it's a fallout that he's leaving because Terry didn't get the job. But Coach Campbell was at Iowa for 10 years, so he's got to have some defensive line men in the NFL, I would think, or played in the NFL, and that might he might be looking at. So he might have somebody in mind. You know, Matt's not a 2-year coach. He's been in it for 10 years, so he's got some people out there that I don't have any worries at all, really. I mean, it's just exciting. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's like you say it's like when you say trust God's plan. I have no worry at all. So to me, he left, and I don't know. I don't want to say I don't care, because I do care, but it just doesn't really faze me that much, because I know we have a guy in place that, we haven't had a real coach since O'Brien. So when a real coach comes in, the cream of the crop's going to come to the top, and the natural filter will kind of work its way through things. A real coach will attract real coaches, and not to say that Deion isn't, but he's going to get another good coach. So it is what it is. But yeah, it might be fallout from Terry, because this is a whole new regime. This isn't Terry Smith. This isn't a Terry Smith team. This is a Matt Campbell team now. While I think they're closely related, this is not Terry Smith's team. And so yeah, maybe it's fallout. Yeah.
What do you think, Brett?
I'm not on that train. I really just don't know how this happens. Like, me and Mark started off with it. Like, it's just nothing's lining up with it. Like, so the last week or so, everybody that covers Penn State said Matt Campbell is looking to retain Coach Barnes, Dan Connor, Trace McSorley. There was one other guy, I think. And there hasn't been any. There was an announcement that Trace McSorley is staying on the staff, right? And then we were waiting to hear about Dan Connor and Coach Barnes. We didn't hear anything, so something must have happened within this last week. Like, we don't actually know. It just doesn't. Matt Campbell and Penn State wanted to keep him. That's everybody was reporting.
Yeah, for sure.
It just, I don't know why he wouldn't stay. Like I told Mark earlier. Like, does he want warm weather? Like, did he talk? Like, I'm sure, does he have like a wife? Like, it's a family decision, right? Did the family want to try something different? Like, I don't know. It's a family decision. Matt Campbell did the same thing before he came. He talked to his kids. He talked to his wife, and they were all in for it. So it's a family decision. I don't really know. I don't think it was a fallout, personally. It could have been, but I think it's something else, and I don't know what it is. So
how about Stan Drayton? Why did he leave? He went to the same place, right?
Yeah, he went to the same place.
Maybe he talked him into it. I don't know.
I think I don't know if there was no reports that Dan Campbell was trying to keep him. Maybe he was. We don't actually know. I don't know. I think Stan Drayton did a pretty good job. I mean, Katron Allen was always good, but with him healthy, like, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think Katron Allen really needed a running back coach. He's that good. Like, he's just
right.
He's insane. Like, the things he does. He taught himself, you know what I mean? Like, nobody taught him that. So
Katron is the running back coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what happened with Stan. I have no idea.
Dan Connor, Trace, yeah, those are big keeps. I hope they stay, and I hope they don't leave, because
we need to
Trace
keep these.
He's a
Trace
positive.
is staying. We don't know about Dan yet, but
okay. I hope he stays.
I hope so too.
He was a good.
Trace is very underrated. I mean, he's very underrated in terms of him staying. Dan Connor would be underrated staying.
Yep.
Jordan Lucas underrated staying.
Oh, that was the other name. Jordan Lucas, I think, is staying.
Jordan Lucas, people don't. I feel like a lot of people don't remember him, man. Like, he was good. He was good. Dan Connor, everyone knows him. Trace, everyone knows him.
Yeah.
Alan Zamitis is on the staff right now.
He was good.
I mean, I don't know how you can forget about him, but Alan Zamitis is also on the staff. That guy. Last time I talked to Alan Zamitis, he was at Susquehanna. I saw him at the Den downtown. Nice guy, but he was at Susquehanna at that time, and now he's at Penn State. So I hope he stays too. why
think he
Franklin
is.
brought all these lettermen in, I don't know. I don't know. But he did.
I like it. It's one
I
right
know, I
thing
do
that he
too.
did. Yeah.
I like it. I just don't know why he did. I mean, I don't know, but so yeah,
Trace was exciting to watch. I mean, holy cow,
Yeah.
that was
He had the
really
it factor.
exciting. I mean,
Trace
the
had the
passes
it
he
factor
made,
all day.
like he brings that excitement to the team too. Even though he's not the quarterback coach, he still has a lot of say in getting in their heads. So
I think he's the assistant quarterback coach right now.
He's the assistant quarterback coach to Jake Waters. So they'll match really good together. Jake Waters is only a few years older, so that's perfect. Yep.